Wow, these are great passages, and what they teach us is so profound and practical. I want to highlight a couple of things. Now, as the follow-up captain, it is your job to create a welcoming and caring environment where Papal guests ask you and your team to give the reason for the hope that you have. To do that, Paul urges us to be wise in the way we act towards outsiders. Make them feel welcome and valued by showing interest in them as a person. A great way you can do that is by asking questions and to get to know them. And then the next time you see them, you can ask them about something that they have shared with you. You may ask about their family or a trip that they're going to take. So the next time, ask them how that went, and that really show interest and that you care about them. Because remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care about them. So be intentional about doing that. Next thing is about spiritual conversations. So again, the passage, go back to that. Let your conversations be always full of grace and seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone. So in my opinion, that salt, is the truth. Sometimes we say, oh, I give them the truth, I don't care. But the truth, if it is not wrapped in grace, it can be pretty destructive. And too many times we pride ourselves about presenting the truth, but it has to be wrapped up in grace. And timing is everything. So I love also that Paul says in Colossians that way you would know how to answer everyone. So that means there is a conversation that's happening. And when people ask you a question, that gives us then permission to share. So as we look at the one passage that Peter says, always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you, and then do that with gentleness and respect. To be prepared to share that answer, that the hope that we have, I think you and your team need to practice that, and to do that with gentleness and respect. It's not the time to jump into like a mini sermon, why you have hope and why you do what you are doing, but there is some skill in really having these spiritual conversations and doing it with gentleness and respect. I would highly, highly recommend the book called God Space. And this is a book by Doug Pollock. In my opinion, this is the best book written on evangelism and how to have spiritual conversations. And he actually has developed a whole a training curriculum, Activating God Space, and which is very, very practical. And that's also something you and your team can acquire and go to. But I want to share, there's a video for you to watch where he talks about how to address some of the barriers and some of those things and how to have better spiritual conversations. So please take time to watch this teaching that Doug has done, and feel free to order this book. You will not regret that. Thank you.